Last ditch defending there. If not, that would have been a third try of the afternoon. Elizabeth is back on her feet, and I suppose that's good news for Ghana. The game will continue from where we left off. Nigeria within the 10. Looking to move the ball to the left. Danielle looking to catch that. Went ahead of the ball. Endurance one more time. Can she score? She lost the ball. And Ghana can restart from the 20-meter line. Definitely an attacking opportunity for them. Celestine taps it, gains 10 meters. For them, Elizabeth will pick that one up. She scoots, looking to exploit some holes in the defense. Calmly. Referee Mashanoti sends her back. Was a complete tackle. Fauzia again. She's able to get them 10 more. And Mary, you could defend off the defense there. She's still moving. But the tackle is called. It's tackle 4, I presume. That was the 5th and last tackle there. Elizabeth Adongo looking to kick and chase. But the defense does its job, collecting that. And they'll have to move out of their defensive zone. Abiola, quick steps there, weaving through the defense. But Fatih will finally stop her. Success. Still moving. That's tackle 3. Elizabeth is ordered to seek medical attention. Endurance looking to find her teammates there, but they lost the ball again. Millicent running on the Nigerian defense. They complete the tackle. Margaret, who checked in for Elizabeth not long ago. Mary, with the dummy movements there. The ball is lost in the tackle there. And within the last 2 minutes of the first half, Ghana must defend again. Jennifer has also checked in for Ghana. Nigeria, they lose the ball just when they move the ball out of the scrum. Unable to capitalize on that set piece opportunity. And Ghana, within the last minute of the first half, will have a chance to attack. What can they do now? Jacqueline Ansah will feed it in. She finds Mary. But they're stopped right away. Fatih. Mariama with a carry, but she stopped. Refinote looks at his watch. And signals for the end of the first half. And at the end of the first half, Nigeria 10, Ghana 0. We'll be back with you after 10 minutes to commence the second half of this game.
You see just the impact of what Africa has been doing for a long time. I mean, we're seeing it more now because of social media, but there's a huge influx of opportunity and a lot of things that are happening, not just in Ghana, but on the African continent when it comes to sports. We want young athletes to be inspired by just seeing that you have a resource, you have a company, you have a CEO and myself, you have a team of people who want to see young athletes get the fair opportunity. Where I see Young World in the next 5 years, I see it being a conglomerate of sports social media. I see it being something where people need and it's helpful. But at the same time, Ionga World will be a company too that as we become bigger and as we become resourceful, that we want to go back in those communities and help build infrastructure. What I'd like to add now is this has been a long journey for us. This will be almost 5 years of work that we've put in behind the scenes. And I think that we're ready to take the next steps. My name is Jerry Johnson. You see just the impact of what Africa has been doing for a long time. I mean, we're seeing it more now because of social media, but there's a huge influx of opportunity and a lot of things that are happening, not just in Ghana, but on the African continent when it comes to sports. We want young athletes to be inspired by just seeing that you have a resource, you have a company, you have a CEO and myself, you have a team of people who want to see young athletes get the fair opportunity. Where I see Younger World in the next 5 years, I see it being a conglomerate of sports social media. I see it being something where people need and is helpful. But at the same time, Younger World will be a company too that as we become bigger and as we become resourceful, that we want to go back to those communities and help build infrastructure. What I'd like to add now is this has been a long journey for us. This will be almost 5 years of work that we've put in behind the scenes. And I think that we're ready to take the next steps. My name is Jerry Johnson, CEO and founder of
Welcome back to the UG Rugby Stadium. We're about to kick off the second half. Nigeria with a 10-point advantage going into halftime. And Ghana have 40 minutes to respond. In the first of this Tri-Nation series. Here at the UG Rugby Stadium in Accra, Ghana. It's definitely beautiful now, despite rains early in the day. Eunice also checking in for Ghana. And Nigeria kick off the second half. Clad in white, playing from left to right for the second half. Mary. Jacqueline Ansah is found. And Jennifer with the support there. Fatih finds Jennifer, but the ball is lost. It's a knock-on advantage to Nigeria. And they opt to take it on the 20. So a set piece opportunity for Nigeria on the 20. This is the fourth meeting between these two sides this year. Nigeria looking to attack here, but Celestine was able to stop. And Nigeria, within 2 minutes of the of the second half, are on the scoreboard again. 14 points to nothing. Quick breakaway to the left. They exploited the space. And they have the third try of the afternoon. Pace and power. And despite the handling errors, it's pretty comfortable for them. The lead with 14. She fails to convert that. And now restarts the game. Celestine gathers her own kick after a ricochet of the Nigerian defender, Margaret. Mary with the ball. What can they do from this position? Fatih was looking to offload there, but the tackle was complete. So they'll have to play the ball. Jacqueline Ansah finds Mariama, bulldozing her way through the defense as the fifth and last tackle. Jacqueline Ansah finds Hills, was looking to kick. She does, and Endurance catches one more time. She cleans up defensively. They have a chance to go again. It's a penalty for Nigeria. Endurance still moving. Abiola with a carry. Definitely a live wire in the first half there. They'll look to continue in the second half. And success. Exploiting the holes in the defense there. That's tackle 2. Nigeria looking to exploit the right-hand side of attack. She finds her teammates there. Blessing. Sidesteps there. And she keeps going. Plenty of grass before her and right under the goal. She scores the 4th try of the afternoon. $18 points to nothing in favor of Nigeria. And she converts this time, 20 points to nothing. Nigeria lead Ghana here at the UG Rugby Stadium. Celestine will restart the game for Ghana. Blessing catches again. Just glides past Celestine there, but she's stopped by Hilaria and Fati before she could move any further. Damilola. Dami there. And Margaret. Quite aggressive defending there. Very necessary. Nigeria looking to exploit the loopholes in the Ghanaian defense once again. She sidesteps, finds her teammates on the wing, and Abiola. Can she score again? She does. And that's the 5th try of the afternoon. It goes to Nigeria again. 24 points to nothing. An opportunity from the conversion to add 2 more points. Fails to convert, it stays at 24 points to nothing. I mean, it was just 10 points in the entire first half. And just 10 minutes into the second, we have 14 more already. What a game this is turning out to be. Let's see how Ghana respond to this. Fati will restart. Becky was looking to catch that. Dami, wonderful steps there to elude her marker, but she's quickly stopped. Dami again. Margaret to 4. Has contributed very well defensively. And stops Faustina again. What a matchup that is. Calling out her teammates to step it up defensively. They find themselves down. And with a set piece opportunity here, in the middle of the park, they opt for the 20-meter mark. And we'll hope that they could get something from here. Mary with the ball. She lost the ball in contact, but it was backwards. Millicent can continue the play, but she's pounced on by the Nigerian defense. And Elizabeth will look to pick that one up. She finds Celestine, looking to exploit left-hand side, but she's stopped by endurance there. That's some bit of defending there. That was Elizabeth Adongo breaking through the defense there. They're looking to stop her. She's still going. And just like that, she's within 10 meters of the try line. Can they score from here? Can they score from here? Fauzia picks that one up. Edging closer, just about 5 meters out. Can they score their first try of the afternoon? Elizabeth Adongo back into Hilaria Waku, who could sniff the try line. Nigeria defending for their lives here. And Ghana, for the first time this afternoon, have scored here at the UG Rugby Stadium. Can they mount a comeback here? Something to cheer for the home fans here. I'm being second best so far for majority of the game. And they mount a comeback here. Celestine with an opportunity. She converts. And Ghana now have 6 points, 24 points to 6 in favor of Nigeria. The first game of this Tri-Nation Rugby League Festival happening here at the UG Rugby Stadium. Nigeria will restart. And then Danielle has checked out. I think her job is done this afternoon. Mary looking to launch an attack. Ghana are lively now. So that try, definitely. That try gave them some confidence. Can they crawl back into this? Hilaria Waku with the ball. She spins her man, still going, but she's eventually stopped just before the halfway line. Fatih will pick that. She finds Jacqueline Ansah with a handling error, and just like that, they turn over possession, holding their heads up high. It's a scrum. Definitely, they can have a go again. Nigeria with a set piece advantage at the halfway line. Rukayat will feed that into the scrum. She does. She finds her teammate, Innocent. Innocent looking to exploit the left-hand side of the field, was looking to find success. But then another handling error there by Nigeria. Definitely, Ghana will view this as an opportunity to get back into the game. Set piece play there in the Nigerian half. Quite a distance out from the try line, but they'll fancy their chances. If they can make the most of this play. Jacqueline Ansah finds Mary running into traffic, but she's quickly on the 40. 40 meters out from the try line. Fatih picks that, finds Jacqueline Ansah, looking to find Elizabeth Adongo. But Jacqueline holds on to possession. She wins a penalty. That was a high tackle. She opts to go, but hands it over to Fauzia. Another attacking opportunity for Ghana. Fauzia is stopped there. Quickly looking to pin the Nigerians back in their own defensive zone. Mary is stopped. She lost the ball there, and Nigeria can counter-attack. She finds Abiola. Plenty of grass before her. Can Celestine stop her? Unfortunately not. And she does score again for Nigeria. Just when Ghana was looking to get back into the game, they had a good spell of possession. That turnover cost them again. They conceded 28 points compared to the 6 which came early in the second half. A chance for Nigeria to add 2 more points. Can she make it 30? Estelle has checked in for Ghana. "19 minutes into the second half. And she fails to convert. I mean, they've scored quite a number of tries, but the conversions haven't been the best. Celestine will restart the game. Kick into Nigeria. It's been one-sided so far. The ball manages to cross the 10-meter mark from the kickoff. And Innocent found her teammate, but a forward pass is called. Aggressive defending there by Ghana. "20 minutes remain, and officially we're in the last quarter of this game. Set piece advantage to Ghana from the scrum. Was a forward pass called there. Jacqueline Ansah will execute from the scrum. She finds Celestine, came for the dummy. Millicent catches that though. Mary. Fati with the ball. Jacqueline Ansah. Or direct play from there. Hilaria Waku holds the ball in tight. She keeps going and earns them some valuable meters. Fauzia still going. Millicent kicking that, but Endurance cleans up defensively. It's a penalty to Nigeria. We're looking for the quick play there. And the referee calls them back and they'll have to restart. Success. Finds Dummy, who walks through the defense. Finds her teammates there. Can they stop them? Yes, they do. Just before the halfway line. Endurance finds Abiola again, looking to find Success. Success still moving. But play is halted by referee Marshall Norte. Nigeria. And Faustina gets on the scoreboard as well. 32 points to 6. Can she convert this time? She fails to convert again, and the scores remain 32 to 6 in favor of Nigeria. Not the best of outings here for the Ghanaians. And then it's another cooling break here. And I'm joined here by Coach Soa. I'm joined here by Coach Ebi Soa. He's going to talk about this fixture, the history of this fixture. Coach Ebi, what do you have for us so far?
Hello, thank you for having me. I'm glad to be part of this historic fixture. It's good to know that the Nigerian team have moved up 5 places in the latest International Rugby League rankings after finishing runner-up in the 2025 World Women's Series. That's qualifying players for next year's Rugby League World Cup. Nigeria beat Ireland in the opening match of that very tournament, becoming the first African nation to beat a country outside the continent in women's rugby league history. Ghana is looking forward for their first victory against Ghana in this international fixture since their first meeting in November 2023. Last month, Nigeria's national team slightly missed out on next year Rugby League Women's World Cup after losing to Fiji in the Women's Series hosted in Canada. Nigeria's Fidelia Omogan made history to become the first player to ever score a try in the inaugural Women's Series last month. The early hours, the International Rugby League Federation announced the pools for the Women's and Men World Cup to be staged next year. In the men's draw, Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, Cook Islands, who beat Africa's only hope at the World Cup, were paired in Group A. I'll leave on to my co-commentator to continue. We'll come back later.
So the game restarted after that cooling break. The Nigerians with possession, now moving the ball properly after initially suffering handling errors. She's looking to exploit the right wing, looking to offload. And they get onto that. Fauzia mops up defensively, and Ghana have a chance to counter-attack. But she stopped dead in her tracks. Immediately she tries to. She finds Millicent running at the Nigerian defense. Jacqueline Ansah with the ball. Hills was also tackled on the 30-meter line. Margaret with the ball comes in towards the other side. She loses the ball in contact there. We're looking to pass the ball. Scrum, Nigeria ball. Another set piece advantage for them. We have quite a number of handling errors here in this game. "13 minutes to the end. More handling errors there. Possession is turned over again. Elizabeth Adongo with the ball. Running at the Nigerians. Millicent looking to exploit the left-hand side of attack. She's supported by Eunice. So referee Marshall Norte initially called for a complete tackle. It's a penalty. She opts to kick out, and this time she's successful. They gain about 10 more meters. Eunice will tap the ball there. She was looking to do it on her own, but she stopped. Fauzia running at the defense, struggling to stop her. She's finally stopped. Can they score again? Elizabeth Adongo is stopped again. There was a dummy there, but Millicent is tackled out. And possession will be handed to Nigeria once more. Nigeria out of the defensive red zone, looking to launch another attack. Endurance is tackled by Margaret. What's been very lively since coming on. There was a dummy there. Abiola trying to find success. Chinaza. And success still with the ball. Looking to cut in. Gets past the last defender. Long strides. And once more, they score again. Once more, Nigeria have points on the board. 36 points to 6. She scores this time 38 points to 6. And just a reminder, if you're here, you can send word out to your people who do not have the opportunity to be here to view the game live on Ayongo World App. It's a Ayango World App. It's available on Play Store or the App Store. You can download and then enjoy the game as well. Ghana restarts the game, trailing by 32 points. Nigeria exploiting the right-hand side this time. Dummy with the ball, bumps up Fauzia, but Margaret is quick to support her this time. The tackle is called, and once again, Faustina running at the Ghanaian defense. It's a penalty there. Frustrations are growing, definitely. Play will resume. Whoa, lovely dummy there. Can they score? And yes! Once again, success Ioha. Success Ioha once again on the scoreboard. Plenty of joy there on the left-hand side of attack. With 6 minutes to go. The game definitely beyond them. Let's see if they can finish strongly here. They'll have a chance to add 2 more points. Another opportunity for 2 more points on the board. And again, she cannot score. She fails to convert one more time. That's just been the story. Despite plenty of points here. Just a 10-point gain in the first half. Has exploded with plenty of points here in the second. With 5 minutes still to play here, Chinaza has checked in again and looking to continue. Elizabeth Adongo will kick for touch. And with 5 minutes still to play and the game long gone, they'll hope to have a strong finish here. Definitely. Danielle is back in the game, and Dami will sit out this time. Shinaza. The tackle there. Margaret to 4. Charging at the defense. Elizabeth Adongo. She finds Mariama running at the defense. Haven't stopped her yet. Relax, yeah. Mariama stays down after she was stopped there. Still some bench activity there by Ghana. Jacqueline Ansah is back in the game. And Jennifer will sit for the last 5 minutes. Yeah, he missed a lot. He go do for air. Ghana looking to finish strong. They opt for the field goal attempt, having been awarded the penalty. And she converts 2 more points. Definitely a strong finish to what has been a one-sided game. Under 2 minutes to finish here. Estelle will gather that. Sorry, that was Grace Love. Mariama. Fati. Jacqueline Ansah was looking to find her teammates there. Shinaza looking to play the advantage, but referee Marshall Norte communicating with his assistants there. Ghana with a set piece in the last minutes of the game. Millicent changes direction to gaining a few meters. She's halted. Elizabeth Adongo this time. She lost the ball in contact. Penalty to Nigeria. They can just wind down the final seconds of the game. She taps for Blessing. Blessing. And Nigeria looking to put a nail in the coffin. Referee Mashanote looks at his watch and brings the game to a close. Final score, Ghana 8, Nigeria 42. So SOA, once again, the sit meeting, all-time sit meeting, and then the fourth this year. Because earlier in the year we had the World Series, that was qualifiers, right? You witnessed the game. Is there anything different from the history, from the facts you've gathered so far? Is there anything different that played out here? Were you expecting anything different? Just tell us your thoughts on the game.
Okay, thank you for having me once again. Okay, thank you for having me once again. This fixture has been another loss for the Ghanaian side. This happens to be the sixth loss for Ghana against Nigeria since their first meeting in November 2023. The Nigerian side regained their dominance on the African continent with another win over West African Ghana with a scoreline of 42-8. Nigeria earlier last month made history, becoming the first nation in history to win a match at the International Rugby League Women's World Series, beating Ireland in the opening match to secure a place in the final against Fiji, where they lost by slight margin to gain a spot at next year Rugby League Women's World Cup. At that very tournament, Nigeria became the first nation to keep a clean sheet at the inaugural International Rugby League Women's World Series. About a few hours ago, the International Rugby League announced the pool for next year World Cup tournament to be staged in France. And we'd like to take a look at the various pools, both in the men's edition, the women's edition, as well as the wheelchair rugby league tournament. In the men's draw, Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, Cook Islands, who both Africa's only hope at the World Showcase, were paired in Pool A England, Samoa paired with Lebanon. That's Middle East, Africa's only representative at next year's World Cup, were paired in Pool B. Tonga, France, the host nation, and New Papua Guinea were paired in Pool C. In the women's tournament, England, Australia, Samoa, Wales find themselves in Pool A, while Fiji, who qualify at the expense of the Green Falcons of Nigeria, were paired with New Zealand and Papua New Guinea and France. Nigeria's Green Eagles, prior to the International Women's World Series, have only lost one match out of 7 games since November 2023 and have rewritten their dominance on the African continent with a win here against Ghana. This is their 6th win against Ghana. We are hoping that the Leopards of Ghana in the second game today in the men's fixture gets a win against Nigeria. The Middle East, Africa champions.
Thank you very much, Suwa. So joining me in commentary position at Kwamina Cleland, you happen to witness a portion of the game. I'd like to pick your thoughts on how you view the game, if you saw anything different, and what your expectations are for the future.
Like you mentioned earlier, I was fortunate to watch a portion of the game, maybe the most defining moment of the game. Early in the second half, we saw the Ghanaians try to mount a comeback, but unfortunately, after they made a try early in the second half, it looked as if they would go on to probably make a comeback, but then the Nigerians quickly doused that fire for the Ghanaians, even though they were playing on home grounds. The 12th man or the 14th man in rugby, the fans couldn't do much to propel this Ghanaian side forward. They showed a lot of heart. Nevertheless, they showed a lot of tenacity compared to the last time they met Nigeria. This was a team that you could see had grown in terms of technicality, in terms of understanding of the game, you understand? So really, this was a spectacle. This was a character-defining moment for the Ghanaian Rugby League team.
Okay, so with the first game in the bag, I'd like us to focus on the next fixture for the day. That's the last fixture for the day in this Tri-Nations Festival. It features the Leopards and then against their Nigerian counterparts. Let's quickly look at the team sheets, the expected team sheets, and then we dive into that quickly. So for Ghana, in fullback, we have Abdul Jalilu, then we have Godfred Akins, Gideon Klugye, Collins Ofosu, Richard Asari, Kofi Monchon, Lewis Boy, Bright Bawa, David Nate, Emmanuel Amwa, Echampon, Jonathan Adote, Levi Osei, Rede Kaliba, Elvis Aite, John Bless Mensa, Chris Dagama, and Akwe Godfred Adote. Atukwamna, do you have, are there any notables in this team sheet? And then with the shape of the
You see just the impact of what Africa has been doing for a long time. I mean, we're seeing it more now because of social media, but there's a huge influx of opportunity and a lot of things that are happening, not just in Ghana, but on the African continent when it comes to sports. We want young athletes to be inspired by just seeing that you have a resource, you have a company, you have a